Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair, Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bell All Souls with
Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics Fantasy.
We're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Evan!
Hellapagos.
Hellapagos to you!
Yes, it's like Galapagos, but in hell.
Uh-oh.
This is a cooperative competitive game where players are stranded on an island, and you are trying to escape the island by creating a raft. You have to all work together, getting food, getting water, creating a raft.
Okay, so where's the cooperation end?
So that's the cooperative part. The competitive part is, after the end of the turn, if you don't have enough food or water, you have to vote someone off the island.
Ooh!
So that's where things can get a little heated, if you will.
Okay.
So, yeah, fun game.
Hellapagos.
Yeah.
Let's, it sounds devious. Let's hop in and take a look inside Hellapagos. We've got Hellapagos.
Hellapagos.
Get
A cooperative game until the food is gone.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, she looks very happy to find that fish.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not getting kicked out of this
Which
island.
this guy's being chased by a snake.
That's why he's getting kicked out.
There are snakes. Here's the back of the box and kind of the layout of everything. You're going to have these components, including a duffel bag and some fish balls, things like that. Don't laugh.
He looks like the cards look like crates.
Yeah, it's really
crates.
aesthetically it's a really cool game.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and open it up and we'll show you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Teamwork makes dream work. All right.
We'll go over these in a second. This is the rules.
They don't look super complicated.
Nope.
All right.
Duffel bag to start you off with. This is like in every single game, not in like
Burlap
special
sack.
editions. Yeah. Oh, I guess it is burlap, not duffel.
It's fine.
But there you go. You
That's
have
for your tokens and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
that's cool.
I'm gonna open these up if you want to keep looking at stuff.
I'm gonna keep pulling stuff out. We have looks like the crate cards.
Those are
supply
item cards. Yeah.
Yep.
They can help you out.
Ooh, idle cards. All right, water. These are probably supply or
Water.
something.
Yeah.
We've got more crates.
So these you can build into. Let's see if we can find on the back of the box.
Little boxes.
You can build. First off, you have to build your second ship, and it goes off the board.
Okay.
And you put that in the side of the ship, and you can, as an action, go out to your ship and look for items. But it can be dangerous.
Ah, yeah. There's more. Okay.
Oh, actually, these are the holding cards, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little decks. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Cause look, this is about the size of that one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, those are card box, which is very
Card
nice.
box. That's a nice touch.
That's
That's a nice touch. Okay, cool, cool.
More
Here's that
components.
ship you were talking about.
Yes. You build that ship and it goes off the board. And like I said, there's instructions on how to build it too.
Yep. Okay, so it's the crash ship, but it's like a little supply dump.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the cards I think go in there, so that's where you draw cards from.
And in the baggies we saw earlier, comes with these. These are fish balls.
Yeah.
These go in the burlap sack.
Okay.
And there are three different kinds. There's 2 tan ones that have 1 fish, and then a
You
tan
put
one
like
that has
2
2
balls
fish.
in there or 3 balls in there?
All of them go in there.
All of them.
And then there's a black ball that has 3 fish on them. And then also in these bags, there's the fish marker and the water marker. This tracks how much water and food you have on the board. Now, when you go fishing, you search for these balls. When you go in the forest, look for wood. You search for these balls too. If you draw a black ball when you're looking for wood, you get bit by a snake. Stuff like that. So it's a cool like kind of risk.
Don't want to get blackballed. Gotcha.
Push your luck. Look at the bottom of the
Look
box.
at that. Look at that inside of the box.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice touch.
It's like you're inside the crate. I like it. I like it.
Here is the board. It's not a huge board, so we should be able to fit all of it. I'm going to put it sideways. So
Okay.
if we can
Well, let's
fit
show it this way.
Okay, okay. Can you see it that way?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. All right, so this is the board. There's trackers on the side. Now, this is the food and water tracker. It's just tracked by the fish and water droplet, and it goes up. Now, if it's below, so it depends on how many players you're playing with. If it's below a certain amount, you did not make enough food or find enough food or water, that means you'll have to vote someone off the island to survive. So that's kind of the competitive aspect to it. So if it gets to that point, you all discuss, and then whoever's the leader, whoever's the tiki, which we saw earlier, they're the leader. Yeah, they are the leader. They call a vote, and everyone votes off the island. So it's all cooperative until that point. But yeah, this is where the cards will go. You can. The point of the game is to build your raft and get off the island.
Okay.
And everyone's working to get that. But you can go to the forest and get wood for the raft, but you can get bit by a snake if you're on the forest. Go to the ship and get stuff, but it could be dangerous, or go fishing.
Go fishing for more food.
Yeah, stuff like that. And this is like, I think, a tracker for the boat. So, yeah, very cool. Little board.
Yeah,
very
simple.
side.
Very, very clean.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's pause real quick and take a look at those rules. Hellapagos, here are the rules.
Right off the bat, the concept and goal of the
We
game.
love it when they do that.
Yeah, so as we said earlier, you're just trying to build the raft to get off the island. Cooperative aspect to it. You have to go out and, you have to decide what's more important, to go out and get the wood right now, or get food or water and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Setup and contents of the game.
Yep.
So like we said, there's a ship out in the ocean that you can go to. There's item cards that could help you throughout the game. The duffel or burlap sack full of fish balls.
Yep.
There's the forest cards and the raft cards as well. And yeah, that's about it.
That's all, and the weather cards.
And then here's a chart too for the number of players and how much food and water you need each turn to survive.
Ooh.
Notice it does go to 3 to 12 players, which that's a good social game.
Oh yeah, it's big.
Yeah, very good. Playing the game. So here's just the nitty gritty of it. So you have summary of a round. You can change the first player. Reveal the weather card. Each player takes one action. Check for survival, and then check for game end.
Okay.
So let's go over that.
Pretty straightforward.
Change the first player, just moves to the next player. The importance of the first player is they're the one that calls for the vote. If you had to vote someone off the island in the game, well, first off, they're the first player to go, to take a turn. But also, if you have to vote someone off the island, they're the one who calls for the vote, and they're also the tiebreaker, I believe. So,
a lot of power being there.
Kind of a lot of power, too. And that means, too, if you have to vote someone off the island, you could call for the vote before any discussion happens. So you can just call out for the back, because you're not allowed to do any more discussion after the vote's been called.
Once the vote's been called, you can. Okay.
Reveal the weather card. Every turn there's a weather card. It can give you water from for your resources, but also can give you disaster too. The last 6 cards in the deck will have a hurricane card somewhere in that deck.
Ooh.
That's just the last turn.
That just means game's over. You're either off the island at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So if you haven't built your raft by then, you're done. Each player takes an action. So actions, you can either catch a fish, which means you go to the bag, you draw a fish ball, and you get that many fish depending on the ball. You can collect water, which is also going to the weather cards. You could, but the more water you collect, the closer you get to the end of the game. So that's kind of a danger. Gather wood to build a raft, which means go to the forest. You also grab a ball from the bag, and you have a success unless you draw that black ball. Then you get bitten by a snake, and your turn ends right there. Gather or search the wreckage, which allows you to get item cards from the wreckage. Most of the cards are good, but some of them are bad cards. So it's also everything you do is a risk, except for fishing, I guess. Check for and then check for survival. Which at the end of the game, if you don't have enough water or food, like we said earlier, time to vote someone off the island. So
brutal. Yeah,
very brutal. Plenty of examples in the rules. And then, of course, checking for the end of the game. If you built your raft, that's when you win. And the hurricane hasn't come, you built your raft, that's when you win.
Yeah, and whoever is still alive at the end of the game, still on the island, you've considered to have won.
Exactly, yeah. These just go over each detail. I kind of briefly summarized it, so...
Depending on how many players you have, it's going to determine how many food rations are used and things like that. So,
yeah. Okay. And again, there's plenty of examples. It looks like it's a thick book. It's only 16 pages until the back. A lot of it's examples and pictures, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, this is a really simple game to get the hang of. So.
How to play cards. Item cards help you with things. Voting, the rules for voting. Dying of thirst and hunger. Stuff like that. Being sick, that's from item cards, or I think getting bit by a snake. And then the end of the game, leaving the island and stuff like that. How the game ends if you haven't built the raft with the hurricane card. And total failure if you haven't built the raft in time.
Whoops.
There is a tournament mode, which is decide on the number of games to play, then decide whether you must play cooperative or solitary mode. So that's very cool. There's a solitary mode.
Yeah.
And then there's variants, Voice of the Dead. In this variant, the spirits of the dead from the island are consulted for big decisions. Eliminated players still take part in votes, but obviously cannot eliminate a second time. That's really cool because if someone's going after you to get you off the island and you successfully vote them off the island, they can kind of screw you over.
I mean, it's
from the dead.
You know. It very much takes some keys from that the TV show Survivor.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
And Lost, I guess.
Well, yeah, but there's no smoke monster, and you don't have to be on an island.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. So here is just kind of a quick overview for playing the game, stuff like that. So
looks really cool.
Yeah,
I would definitely give this one a shot. That's Hellapagos. Let's go ahead and hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was Hellapagos. I gotta say, man, I like the cooperative / competitive, like backstabberoo.
You all work together until
you don't.
Until you can't.
Yeah. It's cool stuff, man. Really fun mechanics. It looks like a really fun party game.
I like the pieces it comes. Yeah. Like the mechanic of fishing, where you have to fish for a ball.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Cool. Well, let's crunch the numbers on this one real quick. Hellapagos, this is one was 10 and up, right?
10 and up recommended. It's not violent or anything like that.
No, it's just the whole voting mechanic is kind of fun. What's the number of players on the
3 to 12 players.
3 to 12? Okay.
It's around 20 minutes, so not even a long game.
Okay.
Like it's quick, and as we saw from the rules set, it's not a complex game either. So it's like a good in-betweener or just like a fun sit-down. And then it's $19.95 too, which is not that bad for a price.
Yeah, that's
especially the pieces it comes with. It's not bad.
For what you're getting in the box, it's a pretty good deal. And again, it's a really fast, fun party game. I think it's a good group game, maybe not.
I wouldn't say party game, but it's a good social light game.
Social fun game. That's a good way to put it. And that one is from Gigamike. This one brand new?
Brand new, just came out.
Sweet. Well, go check it out. I'm AdamHarry from Bulls.
I'm Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching.
Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.